It is computer work day today, which means that all this stuff is getting moved. I'm trying to clear out this downloads folder on this machine, plus save up some space. Figure I'd talk about that before I get into the real subject of the video, which you already know what the subject will be. But I also installed the DVD drive that came out of the T41p in my T61. Still waiting on a tube of thermal grease so I can install the new processor. But I don't know when or if that's going to happen. And maybe the next video I'm going to be installing some flavor of Linux on that Acer. I'm not going to burn up a CD-ROM for that purpose though. I'm just going to load it onto a flash drive. Speaking of flash drives, I'm going to be installing Windows 7 on my T42p. But first I'm going to clone the drive, of course, and make sure that the cloning works, and then we can go ahead with the install. So that should reboot itself. LexRJD Secure 2 Plus. CloneZilla. It's the one that I want. Let's hope that this image worked. I did burn a disk, and then after that I realized that I can't even use it because I had to take the DVD drive out in order to put the other hard drive in. Because I don't have an enclosure that works with IDE drives. So that's out of the question. English. That's good. Don't touch the key map. Start CloneZilla. Do device to device. Disk to local disk. That's what I want. Oh shoot, didn't want that. No. Start over. I didn't want to do that. Device to device. I wanted partition. Partition to local partition. HTS. Source drive. I want HTS 541080. Target. Just select defaults. Select the advanced parameters. Skip checking and repairing. I don't care. Let's choose K. So now that should work. Will be lost on SDB1, which is this drive on the ICN. Yes. Yes. So now it will clone that disk, hopefully successfully. But we'll see. Alright, it is complete. Let's enter to continue. Power it off. And it shuts down. Let's try booting off of the drive F12. IDE HDD1. Actually, let's try booting off of this drive, see what it does. If it works. I think it's booting off of that drive, so. Looks like it's booting off of that drive anyway. Yes, it's very definitely booting off of that drive, because check this out. So it seems as though booting is fine. It seems to take a while to start as well. You almost couldn't tell that there's a difference, except it's really slow. Even though the stuff in the recycle bin is still there. If this is booting off of the right drive. Windows problems. Generic host process for Win32 services has encountered a problem and needs to close. Really? Send the error report then. But, as you can see, system drive is the D drive, which is what I want. So obviously this is functional. I'm going to reboot back into Windows on the main drive. Or not. If this decides it actually wants to work. Well, here we go. It's right there. I'm not going back on this now. I pretty much already committed to this. No firewall in my ass, though. It should be turned on. I don't know why it says it's off, but whatever. Alright, it should now be launching it. There it is. Start the check. This will take a few minutes. Oh no. Alright, okay, we can't perform an upgrade apparently. Custom installation required. Download the latest driver. There's no compatibility info about that. Windows Update apparently has a driver for that. The ATI thing. .NET won't work, the Easy Eject won't work. A couple of other things that won't work. Zircon probably doesn't work, which means I won't be able to use the Ethernet. What do I need to do here? Well, I need to back up all my stuff, which shouldn't be too hard, because there isn't a whole heck of a lot on here. I think we're going to use this espionage-ready thumb drive to do that. Alright, let's go. Let's reboot this, and let's install Windows. A lot of you have been complaining about having Windows XP on this thing. Well, now you're getting your way. I'm installing a new OS. Although my camera is not focusing on this display, which is interesting. I don't quite understand the focusing of this camera, but whatever. Arrow might work. I'm pretty sure Arrow will work with this. Now there's definitely no going back. I do have all the data on here, so if there's anything that I need to recover, it should be on there, no problem. Install to the unallocated space. Here comes the install. What time is it right now? It's 1:14. Let's see how long this takes. Well, it's almost 20 minutes later. 16 minutes, and it's on its first reboot cycle. So that wasn't that bad, considering this is a system that's only designed for Windows XP. It has a Pentium M processor, which is Pentium 3 based, last I knew. So this isn't exactly a speed demon by any means. It's only 1.8 gigahertz. Oh, it's gonna try and boot off the CD. I have to wait for that to happen. The unfortunate thing is I won't be able to clone this drive again because I don't have any drives bigger than 80 gigabytes. Or bigger than... I only have a 40 gig drive left, and that's this one. So reboot it again, which is what it's supposed to do. So let's see how much farther we get here now. Setup is preparing your computer for first use. Yes. Which means the install worked. Hopefully the rest of it works. Because I will not be very happy if it didn't. Checking video performance. This checking video performance thing, I believe what that does is determine if or if not the computer can run aero graphics. So, let's type in a name. Y'all know my name, so it doesn't really matter. Next. Type in a password. I'm going to fill in the password and product key, and I'll come back when that's done. Alright, first appearance of the desktop. Almost half an hour later. Probably realistically about 26 minutes. 25, 26 minutes. Alright, let's see what running system update does to this computer. See if it even opens. Be nice if it did. I'd love it if it did. Because it would actually be useful. Okay, downloading package information. For whatever reason, it didn't ask me to send details. APS, UltraNav, Migration Assistant. I had a really big problem with a lot of the other updates, so... we'll have to hope that it can hold out and download all that. Alright, first appearance of the desktop. Almost half an hour later. Probably realistically about 26 minutes. 25, 26 minutes. This is really low resolution. I'm not very fond of this. Hopefully USB works, because that's basically the only way I can actually do this. Work, damn you. Yes, this is not a speed demon by any stretch of the imagination. Obviously, aero glass is not turned on. Okay, alright. Let's check out the device manager. How many things are we missing? Probably basically everything. Unknown device, Zircon credit card 10100, so it does identify itself. So let's just get the, that going. Alright, let's see what running system update does to this computer. See if it even opens. Be nice if it did. Apparently we're supposed to get thunderstorms this evening and afternoon. Okay. I'll believe it for now, but I doubt it's gonna actually happen. Okay, downloading package information. I had a really big problem with a lot of the other updates, so... we'll have to hope that it can hold out and download all that. Alright, here we go. Yes, I do want to close system update. Alright, let's just reboot it, because I know it wants me to reboot anyway, so... oops. And we can eject the disk as well. So I'll come back when this is all done. So we're probably going to have to do this for a lot of them. Oh, shut up about the action center. Let's see if this works now. I doubt it. I'm not going to hold my hopes up. Oh, wow. Look at that. It doesn't support this system. No. Worked in earlier versions of Windows. work on before. It was XP Service Pack 3. So let's try that. I think it has everything to do with this stupid system. And the fact that it just doesn't work because it's broken. So I'm kind of a little concerned about this machine because driver support was the issue to begin with. Then again, it can't really patch anything that doesn't exist. So annoying when drivers don't work when they're supposed to. Anyway, I'll let Windows Update do the rest of this because obviously driver support is very minimal in Windows 7. Very minimal driver support, apparently. So let's get all of this working. Let's see, we have a SoundMax driver, an ATI driver, Lenovo PM device, semiconductor, infrared port driver. That's pretty much it. I'm sure there's more that will show up eventually, but that should be good enough for now. That optional update is just an update for Windows 7, so that should be good. It'll take forever on this stupid Wi-Fi, but that's good enough for now. And of course, then the program stops responding. So I tethered it to my T500 because I just got sick and tired of the Wi-Fi being so slow, because it's only like 802.11b, so it's like 11 megabits per second or something ridiculous like that, which is slower than 10/100, or slower than the 100 megabit connection that I get from here to there. So this is now working faster than it was. It still has a long way to go, of course, but at least it's going faster. Well, maybe not, but at least not that it looks like it. Looks like it's going slower than it actually is. Alright, let's go into preferences or personalize or whatever. Obviously we don't have any of that. Oh, wait a minute. Aero. Let's turn on Aero graphics and see what it does. My sound's working. Aero is not, though, so. Yeah, Aero obviously does not work yet. But my sound works, which is always cool. My sounds are working. Whatever. Why is it blanking my screen out? It shouldn't be doing... Oh, right. Okay. Display, I guess. No, I don't want that. Go back to the control panel. It all has to do with the power options. It's blanking the display out because it times out and shuts the display off because it's a laptop and it needs to have power management. Well, screw that. Not any longer. Turn off the display. Never. There we go. Now that is more like it. God damn it. Will you please work? Is it working? I think it is. That's good. Alright, so we still have like a lot of updates that I still need to install. We're still only on update 104 of 146. Not to mention the fact that I still haven't actually installed Service Pack 1. Nor my programs, except for Firefox, or any of the other, like, data that was on it before. So this is going to take a while. Then again, I kind of expected this, because basically it's a Pentium M running at 1.8 gigahertz. So it's basically a Pentium 3 Taladin running at 1.8 gigahertz. Because the Pentium M is a modified version of the Taladin core with, like, front-side bus and all this other fancy stuff coming from the P4, but it's not a P4, it's a P3. 1.0, your Windows Experience Index needs to be refreshed. I don't think I ever rated the system anyways. Oh. Ha, that's hilarious. 1.0 for the graphics. This is like probably the worst system I've ever used Windows 7 on. Those scores are not going to improve. Maybe once the driver installs, but they're not going to be much better. I expect it to maybe get low 2s, high 1s. Like, hell, it might even stay at 1.0 or something like that. It's absolutely ridiculous. You know, this thing is actually worse than that Atom N450 netbook that's over there. I kid you not. That has a 2.3, and that's because of the processor. Alright, we're finally done with the first one, and it's almost 4:30. This is going to take a while. I can already tell. Maybe I'll actually have Aero Glass enabled by the time I reboot this system. Well, this is gonna be one of those machines with an insane resolution, I can already tell. Like, look at... Okay, that's not an insane resolution, I've seen worse. Alright, so it's not like 1600 by 1200 or something dumb like that. It's actually somewhat usable. You know what? It might be 1600 by 1200. Because everything does look kind of small. It makes my machine look kind of puny by comparison. Oh, it rebooted itself. I actually like these matte screens because you can barely see anything that I'm actually doing. Oh, look at that. It's camera trails. But you can't see me in like a reflection on the display, unlike with these glossy displays that they have now, which I think are ridiculous. Because it's like, nobody needs that. Still on stage 3 of 3. See how much longer this takes. Alright, I was right. This is 1600 by 1200. Honestly, it doesn't look that bad, but it is still freaking insane. This is a what is this? Like a 14-inch display. It's not even widescreen, and it's still running 1600 by 1200, which granted is a 4:3 resolution. So that is okay there. But, like, what the hell? This is insane. Like, why is it running at such an insane resolution? And it looks like crap on the other resolutions anyways. So that's why I just leave it alone. Because there is no point to changing, because it just looks terrible. But my aero effects are working, which is good. It's always a good thing. Of course, if a program would load, that would also be good, but, you know, you can't ask for too much. Let's refresh the Windows Experience Index. Alright, like my Intel Atom here, the processor is the weak point, scoring at a 3.4. So it is actually better than I expected, so it proved me wrong, which I did not want it to do, but, you know, computers don't listen to what you want them to do. They just do what they think they're supposed to do. But that is right. I am actually glad that it got a high up there rating. Actually, you know what? You know what I'm really, like, I want to actually look at this because I think it's better than this thing. Let's check this out. I will actually just burst out laughing if it got a better rating. I think it did. No, it got... It got the same rating because the graphics suck on this thing. That is, like, hilarious. So the processor in this computer is what? Oh my god. The graphics on here are better than the graphics in here. Come on, that Intel, really? Alright, I kind of do expect it because this has a dedicated discrete video chip. This doesn't. This uses Intel onboard crap. But come on! Suppose the NVIDIA one would get a better rating, but I don't want the NVIDIA one because the NVIDIA one kind of sucks because they have problems. So, let's take a look here. We have a 2.3 because of the processor. Processor sucks. This one can do Aero, which is actually amazing. So the scores are not any better, except for the RAM, because this is only running DDR. And the hard drive got a better score, because this is like an IDE hard drive, like not even a fast IDE hard drive either. I think it's like a 5400 RPM IDE ATA 133 piece of crap that has like problems. I don't think actually this one I don't think has any bad sectors or anything on it. This one does. This one has a couple of pending sectors on it which will not reallocate, and I don't know why. But there's that, and it's still taking forever on the useless .NET updates, which is like, come on. Why does it take so long? I absolutely can't stand these .NET framework updates. It's atrocious. Well, I had to go into safe mode because it has a lockup problem. Which is useful. Not. Personally, I think it might be the Aero transparency. But you never know. If it's a driver problem, and if it's an important driver, I'm going back to Windows XP because this is ridiculous. It is 5:07 right now. I'm going to have to enter a password. So if it locks up while this is going, I'm going to call it a Windows 7 bug. What I actually want to take a look at right now is the event log to see if there's anything in there that could tell me exactly what's going on here. DNS, TCP/IP, NSI. I think it has something to do with wireless. Or another piece of information. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start disabling stuff. And the system... Oh, wait, no, it didn't. Never mind. It is still working, however. Let's see here. What do I have to disable? Let's disable this. Let's disable the Pro Wireless, and let's disable the Xercom Ethernet adapter. And then we'll see what happens. Alright, I found the problem, because this Xercom card is the only thing I've changed. And it is still working 100% flawlessly. It's not Aero, it's not any of that, it's this stupid card. Which makes sense, considering this was, what was this? This was, I think I looked up the patents a while ago, so I don't remember the exact date. It might have been 1995 or 1990 something or another. But it's an old card. I was using this back when I first got this card. I was using it in a Dell Latitude XPI, which is a machine from 1995. I've had this card for a while. Well, I haven't had it since 95, but I'm not even that old. But anyway, so this card has existed for a while. I'm surprised it even works in Windows 7 because I'm using a Windows 2000 driver. That's what this thing is running. So that's that. This card is going to be shelved because it's absolutely useless right now because it doesn't work. And I have a working Windows install, at least so far. It might not work. It might still have issues. We'll see. But so far, it's looking very promising after removing this Zircom card. Right. So that batch of updates is now installed. Let's reboot it. And it is still working. And I've still only changed this one thing. But I'll tell you what I am changing. I'm going to turn a light on because it is kind of dark in here. Stage 1 of 4, configuring service pack. Probably hear the grindy fan too. Not sure. Not sure if the camera can get that or not, but. Should have another reboot cycle after this. Or maybe 2 more reboot cycles, I don't know. Don't you just love autofocus sometimes? Come on, focus on the lights. I think this is always the step that takes the longest. I'll be back when this is all finished. Alright, here we go. Whoops. I entered my password in wrong anyway. So there's that. Service pack is now installed and all that's good. Everything is functional now, or everything should be functional. The only thing I haven't done yet is set up all the other stuff. First is, oh, don't do that again. Ugh. Hate it when this thing does that. That's sort of annoying. Seems to have an issue with the wireless card, but whatever, I guess. No updates available. My ass. Alright, so the hotkeys do work, but they don't display anything on the screen and they're supposed to. I'm not sure why this thing doesn't work with that hotkey package, but it's ridiculous. All these updates that need to be installed. What's actually all here? IE10, security updates, a couple stuff for .NET, platform updates and whatnot. Well, that should be pretty important. It still has to download all of it, which is going to take forever on this 11 megabit connection. Let's go. 138 updates are now done. Let's see. Not exactly fast either. So, just figure I'd point that out. What's available here? Update for Windows 7. Turn off messages about that because that is useless to me. This should hopefully be the last update before I enable all the other update stuff. I think I'm gonna put MSE on here. Actually, no, wait, no, I won't. I'm going to be using what do I want to use on here? I think I'm gonna use AVG or something like that. Yet another reboot cycle. I think this song is very fitting here. Actually, that was really quick. Might just rather show the entire cycle. Enjoy this song. This will probably be the only time you'll ever hear it on this channel, so... This has to be one of those stupid double reboot ones. That took way too little time there. It's way too fast. Apparently not. So in a little bit less than 2 minutes, that was it for that. It's not that short amount of time. That actually was rather quick. Alright, so let's enable this part of it. It's going to take forever in the process. Sure, whatever, I don't care. Don't ask me again. Meet your new browser. How about I don't? Use the current settings, install. This seems awfully quiet. Maybe it's just the sounds. Optional updates. Let's see. I don't want security essentials. I don't want the Bing desktop either. Install. What I do want, though, is I want a Vera antivirus. Or actually, no, I don't want a Vera. I want, I'm going to put AVG on this thing. Options, make the menu bar visible. I just want the free version. I don't want the trial version of anything. Because obviously it sucks if it's like that ridiculous. It's only like 60 bucks. Download, please. That didn't take that long either. Of course, it is still doing something, as you can tell. It's scanning it for viruses, which is kind of ironic considering it's an antivirus installer, but whatever. This might take a while. English. Yes, that's what I want. Whoa. Basic protection is what I want. I don't want that stupid, ridiculous, whatever that is. Internet security. I've been waiting for a long time. Custom install. Because I want to choose what I want. That's good. Web browser, that's good. Additional languages I don't care about. Identity, sure. Email, sure. AVG add-ons, sure. Install all that stuff. Do not use this damn toolbar. Okay, you get out of my face. It's going through all this stuff. So that shouldn't take that long. In fact, this should actually be done too. Bing desktop, hide. No, I don't want anything to do with that. Security update for Silverlight, plus the Bing desktop, of course. That's the other thing that was on there, but I got rid of that because Bing is stupid. So, yes. New updates are available. No, really? Something for us, Visual C++ 2010, even though Visual C++ sucks, and I will never use it. Check out that download speed. Either their server sucks or my wireless card really sucks. I think it's the latter, actually, to be totally honest with you. But at least this is working now. Plus I need to get all my other programs. Let's see, what am I actually going to need for this? I have Firefox, I'm going to need Flash, and I'm going to need Java, and all that stuff. What else am I going to need? LibreOffice. Going to need... I'm going to put Audacity on here. Even though I'll probably never use it. Code blocks. What else? My Windows Media Codec. Ooh, my update's completed successfully. Oh my gosh. So that's all working. What else do I need? I need to install, I think that's the rest of it though. Oh, I am going to need the compatibility pack. So let's download Libre. Holy crap, check out this website. It's been like this for a while though, so I have noticed it. Nope, not donating. Sorry, but... Come on. There we go. It's gonna take forever. It's a 183 meg package. Audacity 203. Let's download it, even though there was actually basically no point to that, because Burley OS points to SourceForge. Save that. Download the Media Player Codec pack, which hopefully works. Not sure if it will though. It's really gonna take over almost an hour to do that. You suck. No thanks, just continue. And then we are gonna have to wait for all those to download. Alright, let's install all this crap. Sure, why not? This logo is kind of weird because considering their old logo used to look like that, that's kind of wrong. But it's not my program, so whatever. Associate all of that with that. Pin that there. Close this. Don't annoy me again. Yes, of course I want to save it. AVG detection code blocks. Psst. Allow, because I know that program is good. It's the first time I've had that issue before. Custom install. Well, that should be installed. ActiveX sucks. Ah, that should be good. Not make it the default. I don't even have Vizio, so we'll just make it the default anyways. And this will take forever. I'll come back once all the installations are done. Well, unfortunately, I can't find my other disc, so I'm gonna have to use this one. And this is Office 2000 Premium, so I can't use 2003, which actually kind of sucks. But whatever, at least I have a copy of Office. Run setup. Who else remembers that sound from Windows 95? Just leave that all blank. I don't really care. Customize, install it to the C drive. That should all be fine. Whatever, I never use those anyways. Let's just leave everything as is. It should work perfectly fine, I shouldn't have a problem. And then I can install the file format converters. Everything else is installed. Ah, yeah, it's complete. Oh yes, file format converters. I'd forgotten about that for a second. I accept this, continue extracting files, blah blah blah, whatever. What did I want? I wanted my data, which is on this. Coffee cup, I already have that. I don't really care about any of it. What's in downloads? Oh yeah, there's some stuff in there. What the hell? That isn't gonna do much. Let's get that working. Okay, what else do I need here? There are a few things. I'm gonna move those over to pictures. Whoops, didn't want to do that. What is in my received files? Like, really? Why does that folder even exist? There's nothing in there. Pinball is a game. Various pieces of crap can go into documents. You disappeared. Control click, I'll move those here, because this is where they're supposed to go. Continue. And I'll come back when the rest of this is done. Doggone this thing. Like, I can't believe this. It's like from 2004. It's an XP-based machine. It's not even certified for Windows Vista. And like, here it is running Aero graphics at 1600 by 1200 with like the bubble screensaver running. This is all very like GPU intensive. And all this is running on an ATI Mobility Fire GL or something like that. Some ridiculous chipset from ancient times. It's like, what the hell? How is this even possible? But apparently it is, and I'm glad that it is, because everything is now working. I even have my sounds going exactly the way I want them. That sound I changed. What other ones did I change? Change the log-on sound. And the UAC sound. And I'm not forgetting to activate like I did the last few times. Alright, Windows is activated, and I just turned on the Control-Alt-Delete logon, which isn't like a text-based logon. You have to like enter your username and your password. It's not like that. All it does is add a Control-Alt-Delete before having the little image pop up. I just wanted that for extra security, which isn't really extra security. Let's just be honest about that. This hard drive sucks. I need a better one for this kind of machine, like a 7200 RPM hard drive or something. I have one, but it has a BIOS password on it, and I can't erase the BIOS password because I don't know what it is. Well, that actually worked. Okay, let's just find it manual. H key, local machine, software, Microsoft, Windows. Windows, I believe it's current version. Version, authentication. Logon UI. Background. OEM background. Change this to 1. What? Create a folder called info. Yes. Create a folder called backgrounds. Sounds like there's a chimpanzee next door. Let's make sure that our image is, I doubt that it is, 908 kilobytes SD, less than 245 kilobytes. So we'll copy that into the folder that we just created. Continue. Rename it background default. Continue, because it is my file, you piece of crap. And now it should be working, so let's test it, lock the display. See what it does. And it worked! Haha, take that. That is awesome. Control-Alt-Delete. And the other thing that I need to do, well, I need to close all that. The last thing that I need to change here is that I need to make my desktop background. Need to change that to the one that I wanted. No, not them all. I want this one. And there we have it. Which I don't think I want to stretch it. I want to... Yep, I want to stretch it like that. Close it. And there we have it. There is my machine set back up the way I want it with Windows 7. The last thing that I actually need to do is get the files off of that drive because this is my school machine, so I need to get all that on there. What the hell happened here? The audio service is apparently not running. Even though it obviously is running here. Gotta love little Windows glitches like that. Alright, 103 registry errors, over 50,000 junk files, 11% fragmented, and 1 broken shortcut. So let's fix all of that. AVG, code blocks, media player, Silverlight. Yeah, I think that's pretty much all that she wrote for that. So thank you for watching. If you have any comments, feel free to leave them down below. This is CP666 signing off. I hope to see you next time. Till then, let's watch it shut down.